The Sustainable Development Goals identify problems in your society. It helps innovative businesses to resolve them. And it also helps you to align your aim with the United Nations goals. Welcome back to I Know the Change YouTube channel. Thank you for hanging in. I talk about business, SDGs, lifestyle, personal development, and growth. But today, I'll be introducing us to the 70 Sustainable Development Goals aimed to transform our world. A 2030 agenda with 5 critical dimensions for the people, planet, partnership, prosperity, and peace. Let's Now, let's dive into the 70 Sustainable Development Goals. I would like us to take a look at these problems as I will be asking some hypothetical questions. It may not be the exact problem in your own community, but trust me, it will help you have a clear picture of the problem existing in the world around you.
SDG 1. No poverty. The problem here is poverty. Are there people in your community who cannot afford basic things like decent home, food, or clothes? SDG 2. Zero hunger. The problem here is hunger. Are there people in your community who still beg for food because they cannot afford to grow or buy their own meal? Are there children who die of malnutrition because they cannot afford a healthy, balanced diet? SDG 3. Good health and well-being. The problem here is lack of good health and well-being. Do the hospitals in your community have the best equipment for sick people? Is quality healthcare accessible and affordable in your community? SDG 4. Quality education. The problem here is lack of quality education. Are there public schools in your community in need of labs, classrooms, teachers, and materials needed for a conducive learning environment? SDG 5. Gender equality. The problem here is gender inequality. Are there girls in your community who are denied the right to education just because they are girls? SDG 6. Clean water and sanitation. The problem here is inaccessibility to clean water and sanitation. Are there communities around you that do not have access to clean water? Are there still people who source water from a distant and polluted area? Do they still practice urination and defecation in your community? SDG 7. Affordable and clean energy. The problem here is inaccessibility to affordable and clean energy. Is energy supply affordable, reliable, renewable, or modern in your community or country? SDG 8. Decent work and economic growth. The problem here is lack of decent work and economic growth. Is there higher rate of unemployment or underemployment in any community around you? Is there increase in inequality with many people not included in the growth process? Are there communities with high rates of poverty and low growth? SDG 9. Industry, innovation, and infrastructure. The problem here is lack of industry, innovation, and infrastructure. Do the industry around you promote inclusive and sustainable industrialization, build resilient infrastructure, and foster innovation? SDG 10. Reduced inequalities. The problem here is inequalities. Are there people living below 50% median income by sex, age, and persons with disabilities? Are there children whose human rights has been curtailed through discrimination, abuse, and lack of access to justice? SDG 11. Sustainable cities and communities. The problem here is unsustainable cities and communities. Are there communities affected with water stress, scarcity, and consumption around you? SDG 12. Responsible consumption and production. The problem here is irresponsible consumption and production. Are people in your community affected by land and forest degradation, waste generation, and the use of harmful chemical substances? SDG 13, Climate Action. The problem here is climate change. Are people in your country currently affected by disasters such as floods, famine, or droughts due to climate change? SDG 14, Life Below Water. The problem here is water pollution. Do some communities in your country still pollute the ocean with all sorts, such that it endangers the lives of the animals and plants below water? SDG 15, Life on Land. The problem here is danger to life on land. Do communities in your country still contribute to deforestation and other harmful practices that may lead to the loss of natural habitats and lives of animals on land? SDG 16, Peace, Justice, and Strong Institutions. The problem here is lack of peace, justice, and strong institutions. Are bribery and corruption existing in your country? Do criminals go scot-free without justice? SDG 17, Partnership for the Goals. The problem here is inaccessibility to partners. Is there easy access to sponsors and partners to help fund startups in your community? These questions help to spotlight and identify the problems around us. You can build your business idea from agriculture to education to technology. Just think about many more. See you in my next video.